Hi guys, welcome back to another Transformers toy review. This time we're taking a look at Generation Select's Seacon Golf, or Seacon's Golf. So this is one out of the 6 of the Seacons, and it's a 35-year anniversary one. And basically, in addition to coming in these sort of brown mailer boxes, they've also got a sleeve that comes over these ones, so I believe this is with all the Takara ones. That's a sort of quick look around. You've got the kind of schematics look here of him in robot, and then in his kind of shark or fish mode, or whatever you want to call it. This is the kind of other box that it comes in as well. So you kind of get three, kind of a couple of different boxes with it. So this is the sleeve here, so you just pull this off and pop that to the side there if you want to keep hold of that. And again, they've got a bit more to it. Before they were just very plain, and this is kind of what the Transformers Collectors Club did with these kind of repaints and things. They had them in these kind of boxes with not really much on it, and just had subscription service, and then the name of the figure. And then in here, what they have done differently is they put it in a plastic clamshell, which they've started doing with all the of these ones here. So you can see him all tucked away in there, and you've got his combiner fist, his guns, and his sword stroke tail thing in there as well. So and then I think if you pull this out here, you've also got his instructions in there as well. So I'll just take a quick look at the instructions, just see if it covers everything, including the combined mode sort of side of it or not. Try and open it up. Yeah, so it looks as if it covers off combining into the kind of foot piece. It shows that with the foot piece, then you plug in that kind of hand piece into the back there as well. And let's have a look around the back here. And it's also got the added thing where you can turn it into that kind of gun mode, it looks like, as well. Yeah, you've got the gun mode where you put everything else on as well. Did it show the combined hand mode? Yeah, I think that's it at the top there. Potentially, is it? Yeah, it's not super clear, but yeah, oh, there it is, it ends there. So yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, just going through and seeing if it covers everything, and that's the gun mode there. Yeah, so I think it covers pretty much everything. It's just, it is kind of clear, but not, obviously, because you've got all the stuff in kind of Japanese and stuff like that. So I'm going to pop that off to the side for the time being. And what we'll do now is we'll open up and take a look at him. And here we are. We've got him in his kind of fish mode, as it were. And I'm pretty impressed with him, actually. I didn't think they were going to be able to pull this off, but they've done a pretty good job. The jaw articulates forward and back. This whole face section here, this is all painted, this kind of pink paint, all fleshy coloured. There's a little bit out here, and there's a few bits where you could say, oh, maybe they could do with more. But they've done well, considering they're painting it onto like a darker colour. So they're painting on this blue plastic. So these bits are painted, the feet, and looks as if all the chest is painted as well as these bright pink fins, and these kind of arms here as well, and yellow for the eyes and silver for the teeth. Decepticon symbol on here. So there is quite a bit of paint on him. Articulation wise, I mentioned the head can move. This bit here can also move up and down. The arms can rotate around here as well. They don't go out. The legs, they are on like a soft ratchet. It goes all the way out to there, so you do get a fair bit, and the legs can rotate all the way around. Is there any? There is movement in this as well. So yeah, there isn't any tilt in it, but you can get, that means you can get quite a wide stance on him. and this bit here rotates around, and that's to do with the transformation to the gun mode. And if you want to store all the bits and pieces on him, you can do. So you've got these guns here, so you can store them on either side. So I'm just looking to see how they actually put them on. So they've done it with the guns on here, like that, and then they've done this sword thing underneath. It probably looks better without all this stuff pegged on, but it's just to show you that you can do it. And the hands, which are slightly different to what we've seen before, are all individually articulated. They don't bend, but there is a bit of a different look to them, and the thumb here rotates around and it can go on either side. So again, they've improved the engineering on that, which is good to see. And you can fold this bit around in here, and what it means here is that you can I think, yeah, they have it like this, so you just plug it in either side like that, and you kind of got this bit kind of hanging off the back. I mean, they do have it with these bits out, but you can kind of put that in like that, however you like, really. And then obviously you can, if you don't want them on, you can just take all the bits off. Oh, and there you go. That's how this bit slides out. You can see it pegs into there. So there you go. That's something I didn't know about. And then you fold that around, and that becomes the gun like that. And then take this bit out here. And it looks as if it's just his kind of legs and everything on the back. The arms are tucked in together. So from looking at things, it looks like you do need to take this bit out, but I'm a bit wary about it. So the feet, as if they're pegged in here, yeah, so they come clean out like that. And then you sort of bring these bits forward like that, and they'll peg in, go into there like that. So, and it looks as if you can plug these or move them around anyway, like that. And then peg, there's a little peg that goes into the corner there, so it keeps the legs secure on there, like that. Straighten this bit up. You can fold this bit up. This bit looks as if it kind of comes down in one piece. The arms come out here, they rotate around. You can flick out the hands like that, and like that, then flick out the other fist. Easier said than done, he says. Like that. You rotate the head around. Oh, he's a good looking figure, isn't he? I think they've done a cracking job on these. Then fold this bit around here, and I think these bits go down like this, so there's kind of a bit out of the way. And then it looks like this bit pegs into here, but it's nothing obvious. From what I can make out, they sit in there. There's a little, don't know if that does peg in properly or not. Oh yeah, it does peg in there. So you just hold that in there and move that back. It's not a real solid fit, I don't feel, but it does kind of hold in there. Yeah, I don't know what else you can do about that, but that's where it feels like there's a natural kind of groove. but they didn't appear to hold in overly well, which is a shame. And then this bit sort of goes back here like that, sort of straighten out the arms and everything else like that. I'll just have a quick look on the instructions about the robot mode just to see if it mentions anything about the backpack, just while you take a look at him. It's a good looking figure, to say that. So let's have a little look. Okay, so it looks as if it plugs in somewhere on the back here. Yeah, it's not obvious. It looks like it should peg in there, but it's not. Yeah, it is an actual space for it. Okay, so that is it, but it doesn't hold overly well. So it doesn't take a lot of movement to move that out. But that is how it's supposed to go in. You can see just in there. That's where the connection is there. Connects in either side, but as I said, it doesn't take a lot to move it out. Right, so I'll go through the articulation and we'll go through all the accessories and bits and pieces. So the head just rotates around. You've got some fantastic sculpt work and paint on there. It's really quite different from what we've seen before, so they've opted to have it rotate around rather than on a ball peg, which actually for this figure I think it really suits it. The gold paint looks great, the red looks great, the blue plastic they've used on this is spot on. The colours, the pinks are great. I think it's just dark pink plastic for this, and then all the other bits are painted on here, and it's done great. Even the yellow on here as well, and the sculpting for the arms and things like that is completely new as well. And this bit in here, even though it's a combiner, doesn't look like a combiner. So what we'll do is we'll just pause it there and we'll just go through the articulation and whatnot. Yeah, so in terms of articulation, see that bit again does come out at the back here. So the arms rotate all the way around. They can go up here, down here, out to the side, swivel on here. It's on a ball peg, brings you up to here, can rotate around. Fists move up and down to do with transformation. You do get waist articulation, that goes all the way around. The legs go up. They can go all the way back if you move the backpack out of the way, and out to the side about there, it just gets caught on there. Swivel there, bend in the knee there, it gives you plenty. And feet, just standard, there isn't anything else in there, but you can get a wide stance on them and get him to stand relatively easily without too much drama. And yeah, so you can hold this as a gun there, and you can kind of slant that around however you like, and then you can hold this as a sword, either like that or kind of like that, however you wish, to give it that kind of G1 look. He's got these other cannons as well, which you can kind of peg on the side if you like. I think that's about it. Or don't know if there's anywhere else you can peg them. Yeah, it's just going to be pegging them on here, or you can hold them in his hands, whichever way around you want. So you can do that. And then this piece here, I guess the same sort of thing. I don't think there's anywhere else to put this. You have got a peg on here, so you can sort of plug it in the back here, but it would be kind of tucked up in this space here. So I think I'll probably discard those and have him with this gun here. I think that's a good look for him. Overall, a very tidy, well done figure, I would say. And then what we'd have a look next to do is take a look at him in his kind of combined mode. So get him into the foot mode seems relatively simple. So first of all, with this piece here, the way you would use it is you would have it flat out basically like this and connect into the back of the foot. So that's the same as we've seen before. In terms of transformation, we would take these bits off, just pop them to the side, and basically if you loosen this bit up here, you're going to then pull this bit out, rotate this around like that. You're going to bring this back up here and peg it in as it was before. So just line those bits up like that. So hopefully they stay in place like that. Yeah, it does want to come out a little bit, and then what you want to do is rotate this piece around here. The legs are going to open up from the back here, and you're going to do the old combine walls job and close it all up. That's all in there. Looks like you have to line up the back piece as well, I think. Looks like there's a little peg at the back to line that up. So you'll see on this one here, if I open it up again, I just have to unpeg it from the side slightly just to do it. This piece here is going to go into that little gap in there. So, and you know you haven't done it, because if you haven't done it properly, it'll just kind of bounce back. And then once you've done that, close those bits up. You then do what you did before with the legs. Peg them to the side there like that, and it shows you with the things flat like that. So however you want to do it. And then on the instructions, it shows you folding these hands in like so. And then coming around, and from the looks of it, looks as if they've just got them going forward like that. It's not ultra clear. Yeah, it looks as if they have them going forward like that, so I'm not sure. It looks like they're just kind of resting on these bits here, like that. But again, it's not super clear on the instructions. And then just make sure this bit is plugged in again, like that. And does it show this other piece in? Yeah, it shows this gun piece on here, so it shows it like that. And the way that it shows it is it shows it pegged into one of the hands, it looks like. So I'm just going through because it's not ultra clear on the instructions how it's supposed to be. Okay, so it looks like it's kind of, how I see it, it's like that. That's what it looks like. Is it pegged onto one of the side bits like that? I think, again, it's not really very clear. I'm just seeing, I think they want the arm pieces like that on the side, from what I can see. And then this piece here again, which seems to be the main kind of problem piece, is like that. So you've got the foot piece like that, it slides on there, you've got your foot underneath there. It doesn't show the other guns pegged on, or the sword. I don't know if the sword combines or anything, but I guess with the guns you can peg them onto the side here, either side, like that. So that's something that you could do to kind of fill in those gaps, or just get rid of the weapons, however you want to do it. And then you've just got the sword to worry about, which you haven't got the thing on here, but yeah, I'm guessing this combines to make a larger sword just because you've got the other side of it, so I shouldn't worry about that too much. So that's it in its kind of foot mode, if you like. Next up, what we'll do is we'll take a look at it and see what it's going to look like in the kind of arm mode. So we'll take a look at that next. Right then, so from your arm mode, basically let's disconnect this bit for the time being. Just bring this bit out. You're going to bring it around like that. Again, you're going to unpeg these bits, fold them out like so. You're going to put them back together as if they were legs in the robot mode. Peg these bits onto the either side like that. You know, fold these bits up like that. This is my first time doing this, so it's all a bit new. So you've got that like that. Taking a look and just looking at the instructions to see how it all fits into place. And then from there, it looks as if this bit is pretty much the same. I think from the looks of it, the back piece and everything else like that. Yeah, just seeing if that goes over any further, but it looks as if it just comes back again to this piece here. So I think you have to sort of bring it back like that, but it doesn't seem to want to do it if you do it that way. So there we go. So just fold that in like so. The arms, because if they go down and they actually peg into the side of the side here, so that might be something you have to do on the foot mode as well. I missed that, but it's a little bit more clear on this one here. So there's a little slot just on the side of it, and just peg that into there like that. You just got to line it up. You can see straight. So that's that. That's that bit done. Just check and see where this bit goes, seeing if we've got that bit right. Yeah, kind of does show it pegged into there. It does seem like it would be a little bit in the way there. I'll see anything in my thinking anyway. And then you get hold of your arm, plug that in, move it either side like that, My preference, I mean, you can have the arms round this way, but I normally sort of rotate them around and have it around that way, but it depends how you want to do it. In my opinion, this bit does get in the way somewhat, so if you do move out of the way, it just gives you that much more room. Oh, I've got these bits on here as well, which doesn't help. It gives you more room to sort of rotate this bit around and have it however you want it. And from here you can also see a little bit of a better view in terms of how you peg these into there as well. It doesn't show the other guns pegged in on this mode. One thing it does show is just shows this piece here sort of pegged into here. So that's what it shows on the instructions, and it just shows this bit kind of coming down like that, although it doesn't actually kind of lock into place anywhere, but that is how it shows on there. So if you want an official kind of transformation, that is how it's supposed to show. Next up, we've got the kind of gun mode. So we'll try and take a look at that as well, which is a little bit tricky, so you have to bear with a second. So I'm just going to turn this off and turn it back on again. Right, okay, so this is the last bit. So the gun's actually pegged together, so I didn't realise that at first. So you've got these guns like here, and then what you can do is you can peg it in here like that. It shows these bits up like that. This bit is going to be essentially like that. It does show the legs kind of combine award in towards each other, so it's a case of doing that again. Unfortunately, it means I have to unpeg these bits. I might as well take this bit out if I'm going to do that, and fold them in towards each other like so, like that. And just make sure they're in there nicely, and everything should click into place. Everything does click into place well on here. It was just the thing that I mentioned about this little connection in here, which seems a little bit not on the loose side. It just sort of kind of pops off. You pop that in there. Yeah, the other thing is you want this bit on here. Probably want to rotate around so it's got the kind of gun bit facing out, so it's got more of a gun, double gun look to it. And then the arm piece here, you've got it like that, and you kind of lay it out like so, and these bits actually come out similar to the previous ones, and then it just goes into that hand like that. So you can rotate it around, and that I guess can be either like a handheld sort of blaster like that, or it could be in his arm mode. It can be on the side like that, and then it can actually be rotated around as well. So you do have a fair few options for that. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, it's not bad, is it? I've forgotten about that sort of gun mode from the original ones. Pop that away like that, and then obviously if you want to get him back into his robot mode, it should be fairly simple from here. Unpeg all of this, unpeg his arms from here, unpeg these, bring these out, bring the legs forward again, peg them forward like that, and separate the legs, peg those in, rotate those around. By now you're kind of getting used to it, hopefully anyway. And then you bring forward the head like that. You unfold the hands if you can. If not, use the little trick like that. Rotate those around again like that. And if you can't, I got it this time. I was going to say, if not, use a little trick. Around the back there, you've got a port for any kind of flight stand that you want to use, and then line these up, peg that in like that, and there you've got him into his robot mode again. And I've got to say, I am impressed with this guy. If they're all of this standard, I think we're in for a bit of a treat. So here's to all the rest of the Seacons. Maybe even we get some repaints as God Neptune. Who knows? That would be absolutely amazing if they could do that. Fingers crossed. Anyway, that's it for now, guys. Thanks for watching. Sorry it's taken a little bit of a while to get through it, but there's a fair few modes to this guy. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye for now.